More Lord of the Rings continues. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. So, pinwheel fireworks. I wonder what people do with these, though. Rivendell shield. It's a cosmetic. It's a steel key. Fireworks again. My inventory is so foobar, it's not even funny. Fate of Gundabad collectors. Bonus items, but I'm gonna run out of space so quickly. It's not even funny. Fabric. Hey, I got a sun hat. I'll take that. Willow fireworks. Wait. When it says cooldown 5 seconds, does that mean you can use them multiple times? Yes, you can. Okay, so you keep those. I'll have to throw those into storage. I'll have to vault those because that's actually tech. I'm actually super into that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with that a little bit further. That's fine. this poor son of a bitch. Just looking at me like, huh? Oh, okay. So you're this guy. And then I need to go to someone here has a quest for me. Up here, maybe?
You may be of service to me.
This is a beautiful land, is it not? I wandered it off in my youth. Maybe they're just hidden from me because I'm too high level, because this is level 8. Wandered off in my youth, but places that were once long fair have fallen into decay. Some of the older ruins have even become habitations for foul creatures that gnaw on the edges of our lands. My brothers and I have set to ourselves tasks of cleansing a few of these places before we leave. To this end, I have in my possession a token given by Elrond Half-Elven long ago. It is imbued with the light that creatures of evil find painful to bear. The ruins of Thamgalar, west of Thamgalar, with Celondim have become infested with foul creatures. If you could slay any that you find within, place this token there. This light should keep them from slinking back into the night. Cool. I'm into that. I'm into all of that. I think that leads me to the brewery, right? Eldon, I forgot Eldon and Arahir are just actual things here. Actual people. Being cool. Let me do this. I want to see. Could have swore that there was more quests here. Maybe it's for elf specific. Those who wander. Dude's max level. All right. Next, let's go up this way. That's that dude again. Doing a loop to see if I can find anything. Surprised there was even any quests for me to do down here. I don't know if it just auto-completes or like what. Altering Falathorn. Now I can take this way. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty straight shot back up to Gondaman. Because I thought that rings became, like, silver. Like, they became whited out if there was nothing there. Spiders and insects. Title 16. It's the Illuminate. Make me that. Make me resplendent. So, what the fuck does Solaire say? Utterly incandescent or whatever the fuck he says. That one. Yeah, I think it was really.
Don't you dare tarnish the Jolly Call-Up.
Jolly Cooperation. I fucking love Solaire. I can never save him, though. I always miss the event flag in Dark Souls 1 to save his ass. Because you can have him link the fire. You can have him sacrifice himself. But I never I never actually am able to do it. I don't know how people do it. All right, I will take that. You're an alt 1. I'm still getting like 10 XP per. It's not bad. Gonna have to get used to hitting the alt key around the Windows key. Fuck am I going? So I'll just continue this way. This is actually why I wanted to do that too. Because that actually makes it so that I could kill some of these enemies a little easier and thus expedite the process by just spending a little bit more time on it. Elf exploration. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and do a lot of these. I have to go look at like probably some guides and shit. Although that's the foul creatures are just wolves. How are the quests? I guess I shouldn't be surprised that the quests in the elf area just are pretentious as fuck. Yes, these foul creatures, these fucking random wolves. Strawberries. Out of 30. Damn, you're back there too. I'm not maximizing my tome of XP. I'm aware of that. He fucking runs away from me. What a dick. Supposed to be a winery somewhere around here. I remember that from starting as an elf. It's supposed to be a winery somewhere around there. And you have to go in there and kill a bunch of goblins. So that's what I was hoping to actually end up doing. Stone table asset from the mine up north in Thorin's Hall. Placed. Why do I feel like it's a waterfall? Because it is a waterfall. Oh, shit, you right. God damn it. I'm trying to, like, expedite things, but I'm also like, but the shit I need is literally right here. just a bunch of wolves. Got 2 out of it, that's fine. All that really matters. Go around the edge, let's not actually eat shit. Yeah, close enough. Ah, ugh. That wasn't even like that far. Yeah, I'm a little confused why there's not more quests around here. I keep trying to slide cast. Copper deposit. Just building their farms and shit around just copper deposits. I know that they spawn in on valid surfaces. It's just really fucking funny to me. Just like, yeah, we just just built it around all this copper. Weird. Cause I don't even see rings around their heads anymore. Yeah, I think that we just have to move on from this. Yeah, because I mean that is the same guy that just deals in difficulty. He's not actually a quest giver.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
Your news glads my heart. I'm eager to walk among the ruins as I once did, with the sky over my head and the sun on my face. Full shadows cast by the wolves no longer be a reminder of the shadow of the east. Provide a restoration.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
The Kango staying at Duillond, the refuge to the north. Like me, he also strives to restore old places to their pristine state. I mean, this is probably because it railroads to Duillond. That's probably why. Your help, follow the road to the hive of Celondim. Make your way north through a gap in the hills to refuge. Yes, we will do that. That way, we can make it to Duillond and see what quests are there. Because I don't think I've ever actually done quests. I've done a few there, but I think I mostly just end up skipping over a lot of it because I grind super hard. Let's see, we're level 14. Soon I'll have my actual first race trait. So I need 3 more levels anyways. There's more copper here. Yeah, there's a long drop. It's actually really cool. It's really cool that the canyon just separates the Shire from Eredlune. I actually really like it. Eventually I'm gonna find the road. Moot. We're almost there. Yeah, I mean we needed to go up here anyways. We're keeping it pretty central, and we can kind of head up to around Kellijul. Keep that momentum going. Copper. Careen off a cliff. I think the scale is actually really impressive. Kind of reminds me of what Vesper Bay, where the Scions show up in Romaborn, or where they end up. A little bit. Not the pipeweed bender. Oh, Sienna. Hi. Guard is prized by journeyman crafters. Don't care. Rock salt. Blur. Don't care. Out cloak. Care. Care. Hills. Pause. Blacks. King. Eighths. Blacks. I need to keep all those. That's fine.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
Welcome to the festival, friend. I see that you would like to participate in the dancing and rejoicing that occurs at the festival comes to... Wait, which one is this? Dance. Okay. This isn't what I was looking for anyways. Repeat quest that you have never completed. I too would love to dance during November. Every 20 minutes I will lead a dance celebration at the festival. Love if you come join me when the time has come. What? That's a new one. I don't think I've ever done that one. When does it happen, though? Near the stables, wait for the elf dance celebration to begin. Follow the instructions of the dance leader. Cool. We'll just do this while we're waiting for that.
May Gavanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Don't care. Keg races. This seems like it's all just other stuff. Yeah, I don't care about this. One of the most platform stores crashed. Yeah, fucking I know. Steam crashed. Nintendo crashing is whatever, honestly. Like that. That's honestly just expected at this point. And it's just too low. Yeah. Shift after midnight shit's gonna be fun. It's a demo of the game isn't out yet. Well, hopefully it's a good one for it. Yeah, so like I see this, right? I guess I just can't do it anymore? Interesting.
What can I do for you?
Angler has succeeded in driving the darkness back from Galar with your aid. So you have a task before that, but last I have no trinket for able to aid me. Herbs of these lands, however, and can mix a draught that should purify the nearby ruins with your aid in the endeavor. Yes.
Will you lend me your ear?
Like dank fragrant herbs. You have decided to help me. Excellent. There is a draught. I know the making that should please the thing from the ruins of Dol Ring West. I have most of the ingredients I need, but there is one remaining herb that grows on the shores of the river, running north, south below Duillond. Simple matter of gathering it. I would do it myself, but the brewing is a delicate stage right now, and I must keep a close eye upon it. If you have the herbs I need, sure, go for it. I have to be really careful here because I don't remember on there without actually falling to my death. I think I just go this way. Okay, it seems pretty okay so far. Health. Really? Really? You want to fight this, my guy? Okay, if you're sure about that. Oh shit. Fine, I didn't actually take damage on that. Damp, fragrant herb. Pipeweed and damp, fragrant herbs. Dude, this town has everything. Fuck yeah. That bridge actually leads over there to the Shire. That will be where we are passing through when we actually get to leave this area. I think going through the Shire would honestly be pretty cool. I'll probably have to remake the thumbnail and make it 0-0 for the prior Locher thing. I'm just thinking aloud for thumbnails. Don't worry about it. It's 0-0, that's fine. I'm doing the Final Fantasy thing where I get off my mount every time because it forces you off when you talk to them. They're just in time. The last step of the process to add the herbs you have collected for me, and that it simply needs. And after that, it needs to simply steep for a few minutes, and the drought will be complete. Perfect.
You lend me your ear.
The drought is ready. All that remains is for it to be sprinkled upon the grounds within the ruins of Ring West. It will encourage and speed the growth of the natural vines that one often finds in such places. So much that by the end of the next spring, the ruins will be buried in a green mass of them. But the short term, they will reduce the ruins to naught but rubble, returning them to a pristine nature once again. Too often for the honor of this task, for I now find that I cannot bring myself to destroy the place that I once loved so even with its decrepit state, or the drought on the ground beneath the two towers that remain standing amongst the ruins. Time of the force and nature will do the rest. Will do the deed with no further help from us. Words, brain. Sure, item usage, it's fine. Yeah, I can't even do these quests anymore. Like, I can't even talk to her. What? What the what is that? Okay. Huh? Master at arms. This is a player, right? Okay. I have no idea what this is. What is that? What is that? That is amazing. Guise of the Witch King of Angmar. You have donned to disguise the Witch King of Angmar on any effect moves. So it's a costume. That's what is happening? I don't know what just happened, but that is the most amazing thing that I have ever what was that? That was amazing. Okay, so it's a trick or treat thing. That's honestly fine though. That is huh. Okay. When did those happen? I'm looking for like a lay down taunt. Is there an L? I know, there we go. That was honestly super fucking cool, though. Whatever's happening here, I'm for this. This is amazing. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just making sure that like I'm not missing anything. That is so cool, though. Like, what is that? I can't jump. I physically can't jump. I don't know why I can't jump. Oh my god, that was... Oh. That was an experience. I don't know what that was, but that was actually amazing. I wonder if that's a Halloween cosmetic or what that actually is, though. I think it seems like it's just a player that just keeps wandering around. And honestly, good on them. Good on them for, honestly just being super legit. Like, I don't know how else to word that. Getting Mercy rolled in heavy metal is... What a cool dude. What a cool person. You got the jump bug. How, you have to relog to fix that. I was curious about that. Is that a bug? I've never had that bug happen. I've played years. I think I'm 16. I don't know if I'm 17 or 18. Well, I didn't do year one. Game just turned 18. Okay, so I didn't know that was a bug. I thought I hit an actual keybind. I don't know what that Death Dark Lord disguise was, but that was fucking amazing. That was one of the best things I have ever seen in this game. I have been away for way too long. Didn't know you went back to RuneScape. Honestly, this plays a lot better than RuneScape, though. Like, I'm having a lot of fun. You just missed John Dark Lord. but it started happening like a week. Oh, so this is a recent thing. Well, so I had an alt. I had several alts, actually. Well, more just characters that I tried over the years to play, and then always fell out of playing. So I never actually ended up being able to play the game. But I had a couple. So I logged in like a few days ago because I was on Landrival. But Landrival doesn't exist anymore because, yeah, they did the 32-bit servers got canned. Eventually, I'll probably see if they reintroduce it. They'll probably be able to, like, yeah, if you missed the, because I didn't know they were canning the servers, or else I would have transferred. But it was a good excuse to just start over. It was a good excuse to just, like, I've never finished anything over Book 2 of Angmar, Shadows of Angmar base, right? I did some level skips and stuff, but like there's so many systems, especially with legendary items, that I thought it was just better to start over. It could be, maybe it's just something to do with the system coming from the 32-bit servers. I don't know. That's a weird one. I don't know. Messed around questing and taking breaks for like 5 years before I hit endgame for the first time. I'm endgame in Final Fantasy 14. I am, I don't do ultimate rating because I don't have the group for it, but I'm there. All my combat classes are max. So I kind of, at RuneScape as well, I can do like, I can't do hard mode, but I've done like Tezcal Zuck before. I stopped before Necromancy came out, playing regularly. But I did things like Zuck, I did things like Carapac. Never did Croesus because I never had Arc Glacor. So I thought I'd come back and actually see about getting to endgame in this. I want to go do some of the Angmar stuff. I want to go do the Helagrod raids in the Misty Mountains. I know I've done that. Well, I've been in one unsynced. I want to see what the endgame on this looks like. It's honestly like, I've played this game for years. It's so cool to be able to play a game like this. I know it's not super popular, but it's one of those like comfort games I can play. Yeah, like the mess around factor is pretty huge, but like, I'm really curious what endgame looks like, and I kind of need to build up. This plays so different from 14. I don't know how similar to World of Warcraft it plays, but it feels like I actually utilized most of my hotbar in this. In 14, I kind of do. In RuneScape, this feels less like RuneScape, because in RuneScape you are kind of using most of your bar outside of a few niche abilities. In this, you're kind of using your entire bar. You progged the recent raid at tier 3. I didn't. I've done Howling Blade. I mean, I've done all that normal, but I haven't done Savage yet. I want to. Oh, for 14. And Lotra, I don't even know what the raids are. I'm curious, because I raid in Destiny 2. I'm top 10% of raiders on my raid report. I'm curious to see what this game has to offer in terms of raiding and dungeons and stuff. Like, I know Shadows of Angmar is pretty dated. Shadows of Angmar has a couple things. And Lotra. I'm curious. I'm curious what the raids are going to bring, especially because we have, like, we brought Goondabout in. We've got, we've already gone, did the Corsairs of Umbar expansion. Really read in any other games to compare. I'm curious to see what it looks like. Like, I'll hit endgame eventually. Most of Lord of the Rings Online has literally been, like, I just need to play the game 5-head and just get to level cap. I always get to, we were talking about this earlier, I always get to in several attempts, for about a single digit several attempts, I usually get to the Lone Lands, Weathertop, about 25, things start to slow down. I get to about Ostguruth, which is 28, Agamar and Garth Argawen, because I usually play solo. This is usually the wall for me. On a few characters, this becomes the wall. I have twice ever made it to Angmar, done the whole thing over here in West Angmar, gone to Malinhad to get through the funny statues. That finishes book 1 to get to here, South Angmar, and then going up here into Nongirth, up here. That's where the wall is. I don't know anything that happens after that story-wise. Level 30, get bored. Yes, it's the level 30 effect. Exactly. You go to the Lowlands and you're just like, yeah, but this is actually like, I feel like if I can get to the Troll Shaws again consistently, it'll be fun. I would like to go to the North Downs. I kind of want to do, like, I'm trying to do a completion run. That's why, like, I started in Thorin's Gate, went all the way to Gondamon. I kind of went down here trying to see what quests I could complete. Like, I can't physically complete 100% it, but I'm like, I'll get some of this done. I'll get a lot of this done. Yeah, no, it's just, the Lone Lands are just a wall. well. I think it just has to do with how it's paced, the power level at that period of time. I think maybe having a fellowship, you know, a group of a few different players to hop in and do that with, I think that would help a lot in terms of pacing. But it's just the Lowlands effect. Garth Argwin kind of hurts. Mania's Completionist almost have a year of playtime on that. That's so good, man. Like, this is one of those games I feel like people don't really like talk about and people don't really play, but it is one of those that like it has a lot of heart and soul to it. It has a lot. This is still really competent. Like, sure, there's some latency, but I mean they literally just shit canned the 32-bit server transfers, etc. Right? They're going to deal with some server things. I guarantee it on the back end. They're also, I mean, jump bug that just came out. Like, yeah, it's old game is old. There's going to be a little bit of that. But, like, this is still better than a lot of fucking AAA, quadruple A bullshit I play today. It's fucking weird. I mean, even Amazon couldn't do it, right? Amazon couldn't make a Lord of the Rings MMO. Because I'm just sitting here like, Lotro exists, though. And then, lo and behold, they say, nah, we're not doing this. And then Lotro exists, and, like, Lotro still gets players. Wild to me. I mean, back in my day, they offered membership for like lifetime membership for like $300. So that's pretty cool. I missed it, of course, because I was in middle school at the time. But that was definitely a thing that was a thing. Find the Tower of Dol Ringwest. Lag is one of the biggest issues at the most recent raid. At least the most recent raid gets dedicated servers, so you can usually avoid lag if you're mostly raiding. Honestly, it depends on... I'm sure that there's Discords and stuff I could hop in, right? I'm sure that there's plenty of people who do this via Discord and stuff. I want to get to endgame because I want to compare this to Destiny 2. I want to compare it to Final Fantasy 14. Like, I want to compare. I really like raiding in content. I like mechanics. I'm very curious to see how it's gonna go. Like, I'm super hyped. I've never played Lotro endgame. I've done unsynced Karn-Doom instance. I've done the unsynced Balrog instance in Angmar once upon a time with the nameless things in it. I've done that once upon a time. And yeah, I've like character skip stuff, but it's like this game has systems, like the legendary item system, and I need to learn it organically. It's why I literally have like Legacy of Morgoth bundle, Ultimate Fan bundle. Yeah, I got a few big like presents in my inventory that I just haven't opened because like I don't want to level skip. I want to learn the game organically. So I'm kind of just avoiding stuff like that. But yeah, like the lag seems pretty bad, but also like if they just consolidated servers, because these are I think new servers for new 64-bit. I mean it's gonna make sense. They're gonna have some issues for a little bit of time. It's just unfortunately how that works. I like LSU servers. Raid loads in a specific set of numbers that aren't loaded elsewhere, which gets around the usual lag you can experience elsewhere in the game. Yeah, I mean, as long as the end game isn't really affected, that's really what matters. I also don't know what the end game in this looks like. I know in Final Fantasy 14, it revolves around get to your current content. So we had the regular raid series this past patch. Now we have another Alliance raid this current patch, 7.3 specifically. And you do the raid and you get your once a week chance of getting better gear. But it's what fascinates me. I have no idea what to expect from Lotro, so we're gonna see how the rating loop works. I'm very excited, especially with like the like Dark Lord whatever, like Witch King fucking costume set. I don't know what that was. But if that's a cosmetic, I'll fucking buy it. That shit was funny. Because you just disguise it, and then you get hit or you do damage, and it undoes the disguise. Like, that was fine. Like, I honestly had a lot of fun with it. It's going to be weird going back to 14 after this. Because I can slide cast when in 14 because of how server tick works in that game. You can't do it, and you have to wait for the bar to complete. And inspected that death guy probably has full endgame gear. He probably did. I didn't even think to inspect him, if I'm being honest. Like, I was like... I had no idea what I was looking at. It was so cool to see it, though. It's been really cool to, like... So in 14, I kind of run into the issue where everyone kind of, like, does their own thing. And even Destiny as well, right? Everyone kind of does their own thing. Everyone kind of has their groups and stuff. People have been so... social, yes, no, right? But like people have like been in the game. Like I'm seeing new players. Yeah, this guy. What like this? What is this? How is this? How do I inspect? There we go. Yeah, so it's just a disguise, which is honestly super cool. Oh my god, Bjarni's Great Axe of Legends. The fuck? Small chance of... I do want this disguise, though. I need to figure out what that drops from or how to buy that. That's actually really cool. Unless it's exclusive to a package or something, that's fine. Oh my god, yeah, I don't know how any of these systems work, but that is so cool. Long blade earring. Kenta Hauberk of the Razor Claw. Oh, so he's a Beorning. I haven't played Beorning. I didn't ever do that. 19,000 armor, 2,500 vit, 1208 might. Vivid Seafarer's... Bro, that shit is so cool. But, like, shit like that is so cool. That kind of reminds me of, like, old school RuneScape. Like, not old school RuneScape, like RuneScape 2. Which, technically, it isn't RuneScape. It isn't now in old school RuneScape. Ugh, naming. Like, just random events and shit like that. Like, that's so cool just to see. Cleansing the ruins.
What can I do for you?
Thank you. It pains me that the shall never walk again from the spires, which I remember from my youth. But better this than leaving Middle-earth the knowledge that they are home for creatures of darkness. Sure, give me the fucking
Might you
salve.
spare the moments of your time?
Sent you to me, so I was one of our favor. Our youngest brother has also taken on upon himself, and likely requires aid, as he has not yet returned to us. If you can help him, I'd be grateful. You warn that the lands of Hodland to the north are considerably more dangerous than our domain. It was likewise a hotter temperament befits the task of that place. Saw him amongst the ruins near the shore of the Grimwater, a small lake northeast of the Dorth outpost we call Gondomon. Likely still there. And now we connect the dots. Now we can go back to Gondomon. Like, look at that. That's so cool. I don't know how... Oh, that's so cool. I also cannot wait to get back to Bree and completely get copyright claimed because of all the music in Bree. I don't know. Just showing up into Landerville was super cool to just show up and really just be able to like just see the people hanging out. It's very social. I remember when Sir Christopher Lee passed years ago, and I hopped on Lotro that day, and I was in Bree, and just a lot of people were just you know, paying their respects. Rest in peace, you absolute legend, Sir Christopher Lee. I mean, honestly, just super cool stuff. This game has always been very, very cool socially. I've been very happy with this game over the years, and it's been hard to it's been hard to like explain that to people. That's why I'm just like, yeah, I'll just stream it. I'll do some VODs. I'll put this out. I'm very happy. All right, more copper. Ideally, I should probably find a vault soon. Wait a minute. What if I did this? Cosmetic. Equipped an item to an outfit. You will not receive any stat benefit equipping an item to your outfit. Sure, that's fine. I don't really care. That's fine. There we go. I'll take that. Hillbear. Nope, nothing at this point. That's fine. Now we're actually back to, from a brief detour, also seeing literal legend. What does that drop from? I'm curious. It might be a raid drop, knowing my luck. Lotro, death, not disguise. 4.3 Raiment of Disguise. You'll need disguise. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Disguise. That's Diablo Wiki. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to fucking look into that later. I don't even... It's from the Fall Festival. So it's festival stuff that I keep missing. Got it. I'll have to do those more. Guys of the Witch King. Cool. I'm going to be looking out for those events then, because I need to see how long those take to grind. 14 has events, and they're like 15 minutes at most. I'm assuming this is a little more involved, which is fine. I just need to plan accordingly. Okay. Now that we're back here, because there's not really any other quests I can do in that area, let us Thrasi.
Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous time.
What happened to me? I was out hunting bear and I came across the mother lynx and her cubs. The poor thing was tore up mightily by a hindervale, and I was able to grab her before they went after me and twisted my ankle. Something terrible, but it'll heal, as well as the old she-cat. She left her litter behind her, but we're both too battered to save the cubs ourselves. I feel awful if something happened to them, but I'm no use to anyone until my ankle mends. Perhaps you could venture up from the den by the standing stones to the north and bring back any surviving cubs. I'd appreciate it. Shut the mother as well. Yeah, I love that he just has actual
At your service.
friend.
And
So cool.
your families.
I
An
don't
elf
know
named
if
Par-
you can help me.
An elf named Pengler gave me that beautiful bow, but I've gone and lost it, or more to the point, it was stolen from me. Arranged to make a point to stay out of the feud between the Longbeards and the Dourhands. I was not expecting to be waylaid by the brigands out of Celondim. They overpowered me as I was looking for a good place to practice outside the town and stole Pengler's bow. The dwarves and Starkoth, their leader, skulked near the walls of Celondim. It wasn't really deserve such a rich gift. I'm a failure and embarrassment to Langlas and the Rangers, so happens that I dare not go fight Starkoth. You go forth and take the bow back from him. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this man. We're gonna leave Langlas there for a minute because that actually does the next part of the instance, or does the next part of the main quest. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, Celondim might be a good one. We'll work probably right to left. Right to left and probably going up. Because I still got to go find the third gear. And then bring that back to Thorin's Hall, because holy fuck, that is a quest line. If I remember correctly, isn't the city full of signature enemies, potentially? I vaguely remember this. I know you can walk in if you have enough. I think they're just regular. I think they're just higher level, actually. Yeah, no, they're normal. They're level 11. All right, fair enough. All right, I have to go in anyways. Perfect. That's actually a really good segue. Bird. I love this death guy. What a cool dude. Actually peek. Oh, wrong one. I hit Alt Tab instead of Alt F1 or Alt 1. Also, I'm definitely a little over leveled. I definitely over prepared for this, which is fine. I'd rather over prepare than not. At least the Henderville here are actually swarm enemies, which makes actually killing them a little easier. Makes them a little more consistent for the virtue bounty. Let's go ahead and pop that, actually. Guardian OP. Didn't love it, dude. Do that. I did that out of sequence. I should have done the shield bash before. Quick jab. See if I can't find this bow somewhere. I could probably handle multiple of them at once at this point. Remarkable bow. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. I should have gone above the city and not inside the city. I know what I did. I definitely know what I did wrong. Perfect. $28 to 60. Brigand Slayer advanced. Oh, I need to kill a bunch of these anyways. There's one thing 14 taught me, it's not to hold my abilities. That's definitely helping. I don't even know what the enmity I get off of the Dour Hands does, but I kind of just need it anyways. Something having access to all my racial bonuses is probably pretty tech. Pillagewell Docks, there we go. Henderville Slayers, one is done. Now I need to kill 40 of them. Stuff. I don't even think there's anything on. I mean, I know I need to go on the boat for when I do land glasses. Actually, this is a okay. I'm like, is this an actual soft lock there? Because I can't jump because I'm jump bugged. Why store? I'm hitting a keybind there. Some sort of keybind. Do that. That's what opens it. Thank you. Definitely dead handing part of my hand on it. I mean, I like that it's a keybind though. That's actually really cool. Game is competent. Like, I don't know, I don't know what else to say. Game is competent. I actually, stop it. There we go. This guy. You can chunk out damage really quick if you actually know your keybinds. Because in 14, because I was under the impression you kind of had global cooldowns, in a way, but it's not like the same as it's so different than 14. Can disable key mapping. I'm definitely gonna have to do that. Oh, it's so different, but I'm super into it. Because I usually have to deal with everything being on global cooldowns, hitting your OGCDs to weave in between. You can technically, if you're doing it optimally, weave in, I think, 3 OGCDs from your GCD, your global, 3 off global from into your global. Generally, you can get away with 2 because of how latency is, or at least I found I can only get about 2 in before I start clipping into my actual global cooldown. Like, we're talking about playing optimally here. Enjoy Lotro is the absence of global Cs. Yeah, I thought there would be, and now that I'm actually like playing it, there isn't global cooldowns, and I'm kind of into it. I feel like it might lead to more skilled play. Like if you know your class, if you know what you're doing, like I feel like it could lead to more skilled interactions because you just have to know what to hit and how to weave. High-end rotations are super fast and efficient. I'm into it, honestly. That honestly is super cool to like think about. And this is why I don't start at a high level, because I can actually read shit and I can actually engage with it too. Like I'm super into it. Like even at 14 right now, if at 14, I mean I'm still weaving in things pretty quickly. It definitely has its own identity. Which is fairly different than MMOs, from what I can tell. I mean, I always explain Lotro as like a WoW clone, but like it's more than just a WoW clone. Because I'm sure maybe back in, Shadows of Angmar, ye oldie days, it might have been. But this clearly has its own identity. It plays differently than when I tried to play World of Warcraft last. I level skipped to like 80 or something, and no, I think I level skipped to like 60 and tried to DK. It just plays differently, so it doesn't even like... It's not even like the WoW clone argument, because it really is its own unique thing. And like RuneScape still functions on a global cooldown system. That high-level RuneScape play, like 2000 in Rage Telos, is fucking weird. I can't do that shit. I can't even do Telos in Rage 1. I can hardly do... I've done Telos once in my entire RuneScape career, but it's like... Even then, that still functions on global cooldowns. So it's interesting to see how they're doing it. I'm definitely going to have to perfect my rotation at some point. I need to see where this goes and how it builds into each other. Like the quick... and also there's going to definitely be charts. Oh, there's going to be so many flow charts for endgame content because of how things flow into each other. Oh, this has so much potential. This is actually good. How well you play the class rather than how difficult the raid is. And honestly, I think that's good. It's the reason I like Destiny. Like the reason I can go top, be top 10% of raiders is it's like at the end of the day, sure, I have like meta weapons and stuff, and I want to like, gear the weapon towards the encounter. Right? If I'm doing Oryx in Kingsfall, yeah, I want to have, for that raid specifically, a long range weapon like a really powerful sniper. In-game Whisper of the Worm is what I honestly use a lot of. Cataclysm, Bait and Switch is another one, Linear Fusion Rifle, but like you tailor it towards the encounter, right? But like, if you're good, you technically don't even need a full team to do a lot of shit in that game. I just don't want to invest the time into it. Lotro and other MMOs like 14 are kind of one of those, I don't know, I can't even say that about 14. Lotro is one of those games that I feel like I've invested enough time into over the years because, like, I know I'm the only one I know who ever plays Lotro and who would ever play Lotro. But it's one of those that, like, it's fine. The game functions, the game does what it needs to, and I can have fun regardless. It's one of those I can hop on and just have a blast. Could be getting close to something at this point. Point gain. 8. I have 8 out of 40. I still have to go cover a couple of things too. I also still have to do the Kelladul instance, which should give me 10 maybe. Ooh, Black Spike. Ooh, that was gross. Deed bestowed. Beat Hendraveil. And complete. Honor still earning. mess around and then log on for raids on the weekends through my kin Discord. Honestly, I could see that being a really cool, yeah, I could see that being a valid way of doing it. Like, once you're caught up, right, it's like, what? It's like Warframe or 14 or anything else, right? Like, it's like any other game. Grats, you're caught up. Log in to do your, if there's an event going on, right? If there's a seasonal event going on, or log on to, you know, do your weekly raid, and then just log off and play another game. Like, I have a lot of catching up to do. I have several expansions to actually burn through and see how all of them connect with each other and to see how the game evolves. I'm very, especially coming off of 14, I am very curious to see how this works. Smash an enemy with your head for damage. Oh, that's actually super cool. You actually gain an attack for that. Probably not actually the most optimal, but it's what I got right now, so I'll take it. Chance your opponent will be dazed. 98 common damage isn't awful. 100% break chance on damage after 1 second. Interesting. Curious to see how that's actually going to... Oh, hey, speaking of, what's his face? Oh my god, the headbutt does so much fucking damage. What do you mean? It's on a 3-minute cooldown, though, so I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, like, you just burst DPS so fucking quick. It's not even funny. And I'm playing a non-DPS class. So that's just gets better from here. Wild to me. Well, that's one of the things that's going to keep me coming back time and time again, is doing like the Slayer logs and stuff like that. Because I definitely want to completion that. I think it costs 2 points to do from another tree. And light making stuff with your debuffs. Unless I had more, I don't want to necessarily deal with that. Still don't have reversal though. The turn the table skill has a reduced cooldown. What turn the table skill? Stab, retaliation, shield swipe. I just don't think I have it yet. Oh, bird. I'm under overestimating my damage thresholds. Probably get a level 20. Probably. I mean, like, I'm looking down the tree, and I'm like, yeah, this is probably like, this is just down the line. I mean, you can go through a single tree probably at 50, I would assume. So that is just a matter of just getting to the actual level. Oh no, I have to play the game, and eventually I'll get everything. How terrible. I'll have to see what turn the tables actually does though. That is the determining factor for me. Okay, so we're back to the lodge. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
You've recovered the bro from Starkoth. You have my thanks. I have not much to my name, but my name is precious to me, and I have not lived without the shame of dishonoring Pingui's princely gift.
I'm sorry to
Ooh,
trouble you, but
my personal house.
will you help me?
I've been thinking, after all the trouble with Starkoth of the bow, I don't believe I'm worthy of it, especially since I cannot hold on to it. Please go back to Pengler and explain why I can't accept his bow. He may still be at Duillond, south of Gondamon. I am disappointed in my own folk in the honor of Pengler's gift. Oh, goddammit. Okay, I'll go back down there. That's fine. I mean, yeah, like, I just got access to player housing. I don't want to deal with the upkeep and mortgage. So, unless I'm actively queuing content where I'm making multiple gold pieces, or I don't know what fucking endgame looks like. I do want to get some of the housing items, though. Like Ivor, Blood... We were talking about earlier, the Garth Argwin. You kill Ivor the Bloodhand, and you get, like... You just get him, like, nailed to a stick or whatever. It's so good. Some of the boss trophies in this game looked really fun when I was looking at them back... When back was this? This was before Corsairs. This was before Mordor. I think the latest expansion... We weren't even at Gondor yet, was the latest expansion. I can't remember offhand. New mail. Deed completed. Level 15. Heirloom. Complete the Slayer. Complete Explorer. Cool. Progress is being made. Slow progress. But progress. Copper. Ton of time into my house on Gladden. Haven't bothered redoing them since the transfers on Glamdring. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I feel like the server like, it makes sense. I understand why, because they got rid of the old... It's just older servers, right? Old tech, right? They got rid of the 32-bit servers. But I'm also like for me, as someone who missed the announcement, like, it kind of sucks. But I'm also like, I wonder how bad it is for some people who had, like, yeah, like, housing and stuff. So, I wonder how well, like, the decision was received. Not that it can change Standing Stone's decision. It seemed, I mean, it's still going strong, too. Because I know people, I was worried when Turbine handed it over to Standing Stone. But it seems like the game has honestly been doing a lot still. Oh, fuck, I was already up there. That's where I needed to go. Seems like the game has just still been in a decent state. I can't really speak as to if the game is good or not, because I haven't played current content. I have to play through Shadows of Angmar first, go through Moria, the whole of the Rohan arc, when they added mounted combat. Like, I have a lot of stuff I have to do before I can even remotely compare it to Gundabad, Mordor. Where are we at now? I don't know where we're at with Legacy of Morgoth. Anyways, point being, yeah, I have a lot of content to go through. Time and, yeah, just, housing, I feel, is definitely gonna be one of those that, like, yeah, I don't envy people who are gonna have to redo their entire housing. Like, I'm just, like, they keep their items and shit, but just, like, going through and getting everything picture perfect again can definitely be a hassle, especially with MMO housing. Okay, that's done. We need to go down this. Where am I going? Angler. Go. So there's stuff down here too that I clearly missed.
Stay a moment.
Cause for concern. My duty to land will not be complete until the terror that brought the ruin here is ousted. Your efforts thus far have been in earnest. Prove that you have too desire to see the land restored and cleanse the evil wrought hereon. While in the ruins, I would like to ask that you seek out the leader of the... Yes, I was looking for this. I was looking for the Durglip quest. He is particularly a nasty goblin, should not be underestimated. You will find this creature within the confines of Dol Ringwest, the rest of Duillond. Return to me when the beast is slain. It's just more quests going for extra EXP and completion status. Forgive me, I must deliver an important notice, but I have not Duillond right at the moment. Order fine woods the Duillond community that I need. Carried immediately to convert the time of delivery. Could you take this to Barch over by the gates of Duillond community, cross the river and south of the crossroads? For a few minutes of your time, should compensate you well for the effort. I'm assuming this is homestead stuff, potentially? Yeah, building a Duillond, yeah, it's the homestead.
You may be of service to me.
Housing brokers in Ariador. Good day. While you were, no doubt, Elves of Middle-earth had dwindled the past age. Surprise you that... the communities along the river have grown in recent years as more and more of our brother and our wife are waiting to return to sail to the west. We have even found it necessary to raise a new neighborhood to accommodate those who are making the journey, as well as those who may be traveling no further but wish to live here or they to work here. We redo here. I must admit that it's rather exciting to live in a community where there is such vibrance in life, and I've delayed my own journey twice already to remain here and enjoy the company of so many purposeful folk. But I digress. Should you seek your own dwelling here, community upon the shores of the river, find patrol at the gate of the neighborhood, speak with her, she'll be able to help you. I will cover that probably. Yeah, I'll cover that when I head to the Shire after the fact. That seems like the correct play here. I'm trying to sequence things. I don't even know what I can do in the Shire when I get to the Shire. I get some Slayer tasks on the way over. Like, there's not really anything to do. Current endgame raid on 2-3 is super difficult. I think only 7 raid groups completed the whole thing. When did it launch? It launched fairly recently, it sounds like. I mean, in Destiny, even in Destiny, like, our world first raids are... This last one was kind of a shit show, if I'm going to be honest. Like, this last one was a pretty big shit show. A lot of cheaters. Like, I think, like, something like 60% of teams, and I think I'm lowballing it, 60% of teams who cleared the weekend one raid, like, day one raid, quote-unquote, were, like, cheating. Like, in some way, shape, or form, they were cheating. And yeah, that speaks volumes to the Destiny community. But, I mean, if the game has content like this, and it's enjoyable so far... If the game is going to continue to be enjoyable, I would love to see it at high levels of play. I'll do it. I'll go the distance. Feels unworthy. Cleric think that I gave up my bow to him on a whim and didn't give it by like the first man I met.
Mind my words, traveler.
Cleric blares the blood of the range to the north in the name of the great heroes amongst his forebears. A man I was proud to call my friend and companion. As Cleric is a young man, count in years, but all men are young by my count. I'm sorry, I'm fucking reading way too much tonight. Ages past, I honor my fallen companion with a sword placed at his grave amongst the mountains of the Adine. Maybe that the sword can yet be found in that place. It bears the motto Elvelon, or Elf, friend in the tongue of men. Perhaps if you find that sword, that will convince Cleric not to spurn my gift. Okay, let's see here. So I need to not fall off the edge because I'm trying to get my level 20. I'm honestly looking forward to it. I think that's going to be one of those things. It might turn into a Final Fantasy XIV situation where, like, I would do more Final Fantasy XIV content. The issue becomes a lack of players, and people who are already in their statics tend to stick in their statics. So getting into, say, an Ultimate Raider group has been quite the challenge, let's put it that way. Or just doing Savage Prog. So we'll see what ends up happening with Lord of the Rings. Even if I can't do, like, you know, the big raids, even if I can't do it because I lack a group, I can still mess around, honestly, and have a lot of fun. And there's still stuff to mess around and have fun with. That's really all that matters to me. If I can play optimally, that's all that really matters. Amazing. Boar stuck. I wonder if it's just NPCs getting stuck or if they're, like, aggro's doing something weird. I need 24, 30. I want to pass up the wolves, but I can't because I need a slave on them. Group with basically just does a gear skill check on people who want to join. Anyone that has can sign up for our runs. Honestly, I think that that's cool. Like, with how 14 functions, what I've seen at the Ultimate and Savage content, it very much is a. It's not necessarily pixel perfect, as people have said, from what I understand, but very much a, like. So you have your boss in front of you, right? The boss will fire off an attack. It will do, like, 1 to 3 variations of an attack, or it generally does an attack, right? So say it does, like, I don't know, like Circle Eclipse, right? And then it's like you have to, like, be underneath the boss. You will all have to move underneath the boss, and then say party A gets a certain debuff, party B gets a certain debuff, then you'll light party. So half your party with buff A will go over here, half your party with buff B will go over here. They don't overlap with each other. I mean, this is just basic, like, I haven't actually run a lot of that content. But even the modern content's starting to get harder. Like, the most recent raid, most recent trial, most recent boss in the main story, Dawn Trail 7.3, required light parties, where you have to... The boss is center of the arena, and you'll have 3 pads. I think it's like 3 pads on each side of the arena. So 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6 that open up, and you have to have 4 people in a group walk over the pad to close it. So what you're supposed to do is, sure, if you're doing damage, you'll split into 2 stacks. So you'll be 4 stacks here, 4 stacks here. So you'll be 4 people here, 4 people here, and then you'll just run over them. Because you can't do, like, 8 people on a stack and then just do, especially as a tank, right? I don't know how tanking in this game is going to work. I'm very excited to figure out how it works, especially because I do love tanking in 14. You know, I'm keeping the boss pointed away from the team for all points, all intents and purposes. Usually I have an off tank if they need to provoke off of me in case I go down, or they're just doing some damage. They're also making sure to stay away from the team. You know, you generally have your healers. I think it's back left or back right. I can't remember offhand. And then, you know, your DPS doing melees will do positionals, which Lord of the Rings Online doesn't have. Positionals being, you know, flank if you're directly behind. Flanks are side to side. Front 180 is frontal. Flank here, and then directly behind is rear. So, like, there's mechanics that go into it, but, like, I'm curious to see how Lord of the Rings Online is going to tackle some of that. And I'm not expecting a 1-to-1. It's less than I'm expecting like Destiny 2, or less than I'm expecting like World of Warcraft, or less than I'm expecting Final Fantasy 14. It's that like I want to see what Lord of the Rings Online has to offer in terms of the endgame content. That's why I'm excited. As players from a lot of the high tier groups on the server, fuck yeah. I assume everyone's just not necessarily shaking the rust off. Like they're just getting used to the new server. I'm assuming as well, because this is literally like 4 days ago new. I know for me, I mean, I played for years on a integrated, I think it was an i3 at the time, i3 or i5, like integrated graphics card laptop in 2013. And I was playing on 720. The 1080 UI is throwing me off. Okay, oh, I know where I'm at. The fog was confusing me. I know exactly where I'm at. I'm at the vineyard, where I need to be. I wonder if there's enough buffs down the line. I'm assuming so, because early game Guardian feels a little gimmicky, because it has to rely on both parry and block chance. But obviously, like, when you proc your Guardians, where, like, when you actually proc your skills, and you increase, like, you can get a back-to-back, especially when you have more sources. So if I have 3 goblins around me, right, or 3 enemies around me, obviously it procs a lot more. So this tells me that either, like, things are going to get consistent in later content by just sheer number of enemies and sheer hits coming at you, which you're going to be able to mitigate anyways. You have to build enmity in this, which I was talking about earlier, which is going to be interesting coming from 14, where you just have effectively have a stance that turns it on, right? Like Hunter, like how Ranger has their stances, like endurance stance, strength stance, I think it's agility stance or whatever their third one is. Like how you just turn it on and that affects your skills. Tanking in 14 is very much I turn on a button and it just says I increase my enmity. I just generate more aggro. It's gonna be interesting actually getting used to, because I know WoW doesn't do it. I've heard WoW and other MMOs do not do that. It's very dumbed down for 14. You get skills that force the responses. Okay, so eventually, as the game progresses, when I hit, you know, level 40 and 50, because I made it to 44 Guardian once. I think it was getting a little more consistent, but this was before the 3-tree split. This was years and years ago. I'm curious to see what they do in modern day, especially with the tree split. And I'll probably try to go to endgame. I'll probably go to 150 without looking up a guide for trait trees, and then when I'm actually ready to tackle content, I'll tackle the trait trees, and I'll probably have a specific one that's just like geared towards high-end content. And if they force the responses by that point, yeah, you're getting consistency. So that tells me early game is meant to... how do I word it? That tells me that early game is going to be understanding and learning the mechanics of the game, and eventually building up to the part where you can weave skills into each other to guarantee responses and reward smart play. I'm into it. And even then, like, I'm also fighting solo. I'm fighting 1v1s, right? Holes are going to be interesting. I can't wait to go back to the Barrow Downs and do a Sambrog instance, because that will be really cute, actually, to figure out how that works. It's not going to be like 14 at all. Well, 14's fairly linear. So... because in 14, I mean, and I guess this could be how it works too. Like, you're coming in, and you're grabbing as much as you can, and you're absolutely tanking. I guess it works. I guess I can do bigger pulls too, because I'm literally a tank with heavy armor. I'll have to see how that works in practice. I'm gonna have to read through a couple of those. Yeah, because I can be pulling bigger groups. I have the armor for that right now. I also have the mitigations. I have the Guardian's Pledge every 3 minutes. So every pull I should be able to do that, depending on how the pull is mapped out. Pulls in 14 are approximately 3 groups. Yeah. Yeah, that should be every pull then. Every 3 minutes or so. Especially because certain things get really tanky in terms of HP. At least last I checked, about level 90, I think. Or like 105, somewhere in there. Oh, I am trying to figure out where to go. I don't remember where the hell I'm even going in Celondim right now. I would like to try to finish the Celondim, this area before moving on. Okay, well, the Goblin one is finished, so I know that I have that. Thorn. Ow. Yeah, I missed it entirely. I should have gone a little bit north. A second. Ooh, copper. I'll take that. Fine. This feeds into my copper loop. That's all I needed. Wolf. Okay, so I'm an advanced Wolf Slayer at that point. Even a 1-2 just fucking works. Points granted. Deed completed. Fateful Dwarf. You're a dwarf. Okay, that's just +6 fate. Yeah, probably not worth it. Wolf Slayer advanced. I need 60 of those. Wolf Tamer. Yeah, I need to check that out still. Let's see if I'm actually going the right way. Ignore some of these low-level enemies for now. Because I still got to go north, so I should be seeing more. God damn it! I still should be seeing more of the wolves up north. Current meta comp and Lotro for higher tier stuff is guard add tank, brawler boss tank, yellow burglar, yellow lore master, runekeeper. I hear runekeeper has done good healing throughout the years. Minstrel healer, red captain. I hear captain does really good as well. Blue mariner, red minstrel, red runekeeper, red lore master, and 1 more DPS. I don't see a single warden on that list. Did warden really fall off? That's kind of wild. I think, I'm trying to remember, didn't warden used to be S tier? I could also be hallucinating. I could also just not remember correctly. I guess technically they'd fall under DPS can fill the last spot. So you're running them for the DPS. You're not running them as support at that point, which is fine. But I mean, that last slot's the flex slot, which... What's party size on that? 1, 2... So you're running 2 tanks. 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... Are they really 12-man content? Weird. Because Final Fantasy is 8. Technically, we have Alliance, but that's different. That's 3 8-man stacks. That's 24. Also tank with it, but it's just way more difficult than the other two. Yeah, barrier to entry. It's doable. It's possible, but not optimal. Solo duo, 3-man, 6 and 12-man raids. Holy fuck. Holy content. Eventually, I'm going to figure out where I'm going. There's a commentary here about how I'm just such a dwarf and don't actually understand Elven architecture and get lost trying to navigate it. I don't want... Fucking dick. I like that there's options too, though. The fact that you have like solos and duos and stuff, that's actually really cool. Okay. Where the fuck is this sword? Well, where's... Durglip is in here somewhere. Especially because they front-loaded Shadows of Angmar. Because we had a Balrog in the dungeon. Or in that one dungeon. What the fuck are they throwing at you in raids? I kind of want to just, like, be left surprised. I kind of don't even... I kind of want that just to be a rhetorical question. Like, I'm thinking about that, and I'm just like... If we got a Balrog, literally in base content, in base game, Shadows of Angmar, what are they throwing at you in 12-man raids? Didn't I already kill this guy? No, I think I killed him without a quest. Aha, got him. The raid, okay, so the raid is 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 CC debuffers, 3 DPF supports, and 3 DPS. I think it's really interesting because 14 doesn't have debuffers. I guess technically they're used to it. I think that was old Summoner, but we don't have debuffs anymore. They got rid of that. Most everyone kind of has a dot. Viper and Dawntrail technically launched with a... Oh god, I remember... Oh, I remember fucking seeing, like, fucking 12 Nashes on fucking Crystal Tower bosses. That was disgusting. But they got rid of it, because now it's just strictly DPS. I'm not used to playing an MMO where you debuff your targets. This really intrigues me. Because most of it's just going to be DPS checks and stuff, right? Like yeah, because well, because 14's effectively just, are you a tank? No. Are you a healer? No. Pull your DPS. Well, technically you have flavor of DPS. You have magic DPS, range DPS, and physical DPS. But yeah, we don't have debuffers. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm not used to that. You can also swap the yellow Lore Master or Burglar out for a yellow Hunter. Ooh, you're actually... Okay, we're running... Oh, hello, Rubber Banding. Actually running Trap Hunter. I guess to be fair, yeah, if you're looking for debuffs, that would work, wouldn't it? Yeah, because that's... Yellow line is traps, if I remember correctly. Red is DPS. You're effectively you're a Station 50 cal. Blue is very mobile. You're mobile, quick shots. And yellow should be trap focused, if I remember that correctly. It's a really good distribution. Only after the recent rework. So so it wasn't performing well then until recently then. Interesting. Cause for concern.
What do you need?
It's good to know that the threat posed by this creature is no more. I thank you for your efforts here. Recall your deeds this day. Agility might be the Vit, whatever. Enough room to do that. Of course I don't. Out of here.
What do you need?
So, agates. Need my silver ore. Do I have 11 chunks of those, really? Fair enough. Sell the whetstones, copper salts. Don't care. Don't care. I don't even use my bar. Not yet, at least. Again, opals, bloodstone, claymore. Sure. Hatchet, fragment, apprentice metalsmith case. Can't wait to actually dive into how I'm gonna fix my box. Ugh, my bags are so full. Metalsmith troll case. Pale brimstone. Metalsmith. Jeweler, don't care. Broken bronze whetstone. Heavy bronze boots recipe. If I can fucking find it. There it is. Okay. Work order, Bearden, Talk to Langlis, Glomir at Elf Ruins, Housing Broker. Is there another quest down here that I'm missing? Or am I getting gaslit again? No, I think I'm good to actually go back there. Okay. Well, I've watched me rush about you, so I can't wait to see the reaction to the new one. Have a great day. Yeah, thank you. Good to see you. I'm planning on doing it at some point in the next couple days. Ideally, the 3 days after it's been out, I would like to have it out. It's been unplayable for a decade. I vaguely remember this. Because I was trying to, like... I remember I was looking... I think it was through Reddit and stuff. I was looking at, like, Hunter builds. And I think most people were maining red with spec blue with your occasional yellow. And then, sure, you had your people who, like, actually would go, like, full mobile. Like, they'd go, like, main blue, spec red. But, yeah, I don't think anybody really seriously went yellow. So it's really good to see that they actually took that feedback. Like, hey, nobody's actually playing this. Let's make this actually playable. I'm honestly super, like, happy to hear about that. Used to uncheck the show locked items option in UI settings. That way anything you have locked doesn't display in your vendor. Show locked item option. UI. I have to go through all of this. Somewhere in there. Skater. Panels. Effect blood effects. Surnames. Item names. Lots of floating information. Panels, quest guide, webs, purchase feedback, sure, whatever. There we go. Thank you. I didn't actually save it. Cool. I didn't know it was a thing. I appreciate that. We have a search bar too. What the fuck? Baldur's Gate 3. I have a feeling you would. I've tried it once. I had a couple of VODs where I tried to do it once. I got a little salty. Because I was underleveled for the Paladin fight with Karlach, and then I did it once, but then Karlach did her rampage and then completely just killed me. And I was like, I've been planning to get back to it at some point, but yeah, it's been a work in progress. At some point, I would like to do it. At some point, I would like to actually play Baldur's Gate 3 and Palworld 2. Right, I'm on a horse.
How are you?
Yeah.
Alright, that being said, I fucking got the colony built. I got my new system claimed. I'm getting off.
Yeah, you do you. It is pretty late. I'm honestly... Is it? Actually 5:46 a.m. Goddamn. I'm going to play a little longer. I actually really want to try to get through a bunch of this, and I'm still trying to get through Celondim catch-up.
Well, there's a system for you to claim when this next outpost gets finished.
Cool. I will definitely have to look into that. I'll definitely have to make sure I do that whenever that outpost gets built. Just keep me informed. Just keep me updated.
Well, it's a tier 2 orbital, so it's not going to require as much materials as what you're building, but it's going to require more than I've been using, so.
Right, which is fine. Alright, I need these birds. Thank you. I'll go take some bird kills. Why not? Yeah, it's just I honestly, I was also trying to play a class that I'm just not used to in Baldur's Gate 3. I was trying to play which one has Eldritch Blast? Sorcerer? I was trying to play Sorcerer, and sure, Eldritch Blast being able to knock, say, the hag into the pits really funny. I don't know. I'm going to play as a fucking tank. I'm going to go play as like a paladin next time. I have a lot of fun playing paladins. I was wondering why I was getting a little tired. Ugh. I don't really care that the loot's expiring. That's fine. Still haven't even done the Thorin's Hall bullshit yet. Still haven't even finished the, I still need to get the third gear. Hopefully the third gear is that's really the only thing that makes sense. Because you have Kelajul, but then after... We're almost done with Eredlune, actually. Like, we're near the end. All right. So we have to. Now we have to go defeat the. Let's go kill the bear. Why not? Should have probably actually waited because I thought it was the cubs came out and I thought they did that. I wasn't actually prepared for them to do with that. Bird. I only need 10 more birds when I actually get my advanced, which I am super happy about. Breland's gonna take a while because I know I need to kill like 120 Neeker Breakers, I think. That's gonna take me a little bit of time. Underval, give me that. I'm a little worried for a couple of the northern spots because I think they get a little stronger up there, but I should be fine. Defeated the birds, 6 out of 6. Soothing words, you managed to coax the frightened cub safely from its den. Bunch of Neeker Breakers south of Bree. It goes pretty fast. It's in the Midwater Marsh. It's just one of those that like I need to be a certain level where I can like, you know, it's taking them out consistently. It's just committing the time to it. None of them are really hard so much as it's just time consuming. The sickle flies, isn't it that they run away? I'm trying to remember why the sickle flies sucked. Like I know what you're talking about. I think it's their spawn rate, right? They just don't spawn as heavily, if I remember right. South of Breeze just better. Okay, yeah, I think I was talking about. You're talking about the area next to the oak tree. Can do a loop and then they respawn. Ah, that's how you're choosing it. Okay. They're very spread out. Okay, yeah. So you're having a hardcore camp. You like camp a couple. Because there's yeah. That makes sense. Interval Slayer Advance is now done. Virtue. Wait, what did I say? Virtue cap reached. Oh yeah, because I'm now 7 on that. Wild. Guess we'll focus. Compassion? Question mark. Yeah, because I can't do any more with honor right now because I'm actually capped. Because of level and progress. 2,000 virtue points really just fucking sent that just soaring. Okay, cool. I'll take that. Which class are you playing? Playing Guardian. Playing Dwarf Guardian. It was one of the first classes I played. Once upon a time, made an Elf Ranger. back on 32-bit servers. It was on Landrival before I found out they actually had crunched all the servers in the past couple days. And then I went Dwarf Guardian. It's one of the earlier classes I played. I kind of want to play a tank. I play a tank in 14. I play Paladin specifically. You're up really, really late. I'm up really late, honestly. I was up yesterday getting passport stuff done, and I kind of wanted to bust out some Lord of the Rings Online stuff. Because I just wanted to just stream. Like, I've been wanting to stream this game for a hot minute and been wanting to actually go through it because I haven't ever actually gone through Shadows of Angmar fully.
Greetings, traveler.
No, not to mention the more recent stuff that I bought expansions for. There's the precious cub. Let's take him from you. And how? Quit your scratch. He's a feisty one, isn't he? Or is it she? Poor little thing. Too bad the litter mates didn't fare so well, but it's the way of things. Dipping my beard now. Perhaps the wee thing is hungry. Then you have to find the rabbit carcass. The cub is hungry, but he's too young to hunt his own food. His mother is all still scratched up and in obsession to hunt either. Let's see. The only meat I have here in the lodge is either dried or smoked, and I think they both could use some fresh raw meat. Can I ask you another favor? We can find a rabbit carcass for them to eat. If you have trouble hunting a live rabbit, I have a string of rabbit traps scattered on the woods, not far to the east and west of the lodge. I'd appreciate if you would check those traps and bring back a plump rabbit. Hate to see a mother and cub go without food. I was trying to remember where the... yeah, so I just have to look for a trap. If I can't find route. I usually just find the traps. And I played Ages over like 10 years or so. I'm honestly having a lot of fun. I mean, because I play at a higher, quote-unquote, level in like 14 in Destiny and stuff. So I've been really itching to... I want to see what the end game on this is. Cool. Rabbit. Yeah, that one was a fairly easy fetch. We will be splitting the VOD here fairly quickly. I would like to finish Arid Loon, finish quote-unquote, most the quests that I can. I would like to finish those before I stop tonight, which I'm not too far off from. This will do for now, but we can't keep hand-feeding these things or they'll lose the wild streak that makes them good hunters.
Welcome.
Sharp thistle plants. Another most belly full of rabbits. Oh, she doesn't seem all that fat and sassy. Maybe an old dwarf home remedy might do. I've got plenty of mead, but I'm going to need some of the old secret ingredient. Now, it just so happens there's a sharp thistle plant in the area. I need you to go and collect some of those thorns so I can grind them and mix them with the mead. Anyway, there's a thistle plant around that woods north of the cabin. I'll take more of those. Back in a time when it wasn't as financially settled, so the nickel and diming of extra classes in different areas just kind of got annoying. Yeah, I feel that. I can't wait to see what the rest of Guardian's kit looks like as it levels up. I very much like the weaving in and out that this game is going for. Just weaving in and out of your abilities. I might have to fuck with my brightness because this is it's just the dark effect. The dark effect is really kind of throwing me off. I don't know. As I view it, there are so many games out nowadays. So many. We are spoiled for choice. And at the end of the day, I want to go play cool stuff. so that's something like this. And I can also finally say that I actually finally made it through not only Shadows of Angmar, but also would make it to endgame current content, and would be able to, you know, play this at a semi-high level. That's the goal. I'm just collecting things of, like, I play this at a high level. Spoiled for choice. I stuff on myself, keeping drawn back to old games. Like, old games just feel better. Like, sure, I'm like jump bugged right now, right? I can't physically jump. I'm hitting spacebar, but I can't physically jump because bug. But it's like, this is, sure, the rubber banding. Yeah, there's rubber banding and some crunch every now and again, but that's just the servers, I think. I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, I've literally played modern games that are less technologically sound, that just are just objectively worse experiences. Like, I remember trying out New World, and like, I just couldn't get used to. I just couldn't get into it. Like, and I'm sure if someone likes New World, I mean, go for it, right? Like, you're allowed to like what you like, you know, go for it. Something about New World just didn't quite do it for me. So, you know, something like this I'm going to, and I'm like, I like how this plays. I think this is just from the era where games weren't necessarily the most technologically advanced thing, but at least they had heart. They had a, you know, a soul. You could argue, sure, Lotro clone adjacent, but it's like, this game still functions. This game still has its own identity. Oops, wrong one. Might be that way. What am I... Okay, I'm almost done with the Brigand one too. It's not bad. Let me focus on... Yeah, we're doing compassion, right? No, let's do compassion. Compassion is a rank 2 discipline. Let's do discipline. Because once I hit 17, I can just immediately slot that. Taylor can probably be making some breakfast. Not go for it. I definitely need to make some breakfast here in the next little bit anyways. I totally feel that. The Shire's going to be an interesting one. I think I mostly just blitz through the Shire, though. Like, I don't think I can really do any quests in the Shire. Because the Shire is its own starting area, as Eredlune is. So technically, you're just supposed to skip over it and go to Bree. But I'm going to make my way through the Shire because... reasons. I'll get the Slayer logs there. I'll need to see what actually needs killing there. That should be pretty simple. That way I can go into Bree and the lowlands a little more jacked. Excellent. Won't take long to brew this draught.
Welcome.
All right, there you go. Try feeding some of this mead to the mother lynx. No sneaking sips for yourself, mind you. Mother lynx extendedly at the fragrant mead and then quickly laps it all up. And then you just get to watch it run around. I think the servers are definitely having some issues because it doesn't. No, it's stopping and sniffing. I thought it went. In a full circle. Loyalty are usually good virtues for tanking. I actually wasn't sure what was actually used. Compassion, fortitude, honor. None of them was actually picked up. Fidelity, mitigation, vitality. Yeah, honestly, fidelity makes sense. We'll do that, and then his virtue. Mercy, patience, tolerance. Justice, loyalty. Oh, and loyalty, sorry. You said loyalty. Okay, so the bottom two. Cool, I will work on those then.
At your service and your families.
On top of the 3. See this is mead, good for what ails you. If you're a cat, that is. Seems like to me he doesn't want to run off anyway. I could use a hunting partner, and a cub's taken like me as well. Thanks for all your help. In a few years, this cub will be old enough to join me on Hunts with the Mother, and well beware. Cool, and that actually finishes the Thrasi quest line. So, if you're on stream, hang tight for a second. We are at over the hour-and-a-half mark because Celondim kind of just dragged on a little bit. So, pardon me for that one. But we will be resuming in just a second on stream. Hang tight. If you're on the VOD channel, thanks for watching.